Business confidence saw its biggest year-on-year improvement in almost 2 years in November. The BCI compiled by the Chamber of Commerce and Industry rose to 118.1 during the month. That's thanks to higher tourist numbers, precious metal prices and new vehicle sales. Optimism about economic prospects under the coalition government formed this year also contributed to the rise. Mining activity continues to rise. Production rose 1.4% year-on-year in October. That follows an upwardly revised 4.9% jump in the previous month and marks the third consecutive month of growth in the sector. The largest positive contributors were platinum group metals. Meanwhile, factory activity has rebounded. Manufacturing output rose 0.8% year-on-year in October, recovering from 2 consecutive months of decline. The improvement was led by gains in the petroleum, chemical products, rubber and plastic products segment. Thungela is confident it will exceed its full-year export saleable production guidance. That's as the resources group has benefited from productivity efficiencies in Australia and improved mine productivity and rail performance in South Africa. The firm will release its full-year results in March. South 32 has withdrawn production guidance for Mozal Aluminium. That's as escalating civil unrest in Mozambique has affected the transport of raw materials to the operation. Anti-government protests in the country have been ongoing since the results of the nation's general elections were announced in October. The protests have paralyzed business and public transportation. Transformative, that's how Labat Africa's described its financial year. The cannabis business, which is focused on healthcare and wellness, doubled its revenue to 49.5 million rand. That's been attributed to the opening of 13 new retail wellness stores from Can Africa. And Labat added that it's narrowed its headline loss per share to 7.36 cents from close to 6 cents previously. The Black Business Council has called for a complete ban and blacklisting of McKinsey & Company across South Africa's private and public sectors. The group has also accused those who continue to do business with the consultancy group of indirectly funding estate capture. Last week, McKinsey agreed to pay $122 million to resolve criminal accusations tied to a corruption scandal where the firm's former executive, Vikas Sagar, paid bribes to land lucrative contracts with Eskom and Transnet at the height of state capture. The council's view is that paying a fine alone is not enough and perpetrators should face a jail term. Further afield, Boeing restarted production of its best-selling 737 MAX jetliner last week, about a month after the end of a 7-week strike by 33,000 factory workers. Getting that line moving again is essential to recovery as the jet maker is weighed down by huge debts. Here's more detail in this package report.
A month after a strike brought much output to a halt, Boeing is trying to get back to normal. Reuters sources say the aerospace giant has resumed output of its best-selling 737 MAX jets. Getting that line moving again is essential to recovery at the troubled jet maker, which is weighed down by huge debts. It has over 4,000 orders for the type from airlines eager to meet growing demand for air travel. There was no comment on the Reuters report from the company. Boeing had long planned to increase MAX production to 56 per month, but that's been stymied by a series of crises, including 2 fatal crashes, the global pandemic and supply chain problems. Then, in January this year, there was a mid-air blowout on one of the planes, prompting fresh scrutiny of the company's production and safety standards. That led US regulators to impose a 38 per month cap on output. Last week, Federal Aviation Administration Chief Mike Whitaker refused to say when he thought the cap might be lifted, but he said he expected it to be multiple months before the firm even got close to the 38 per month figure. Analysts at Jefferies predict Boeing will make an average of 29 each month in 2025.
And an FT investigation revealed how Google helped Meta in a secret marketing project. Now, the European regulators have asked Google for more information about its advertising partnership with Instagram parent Meta Platforms that ignored the search company's rules on how minors should be treated online. Here's more insight in this report.
European regulators have asked Google for more information about its now scrapped secret advertising partnership with Instagram parent Meta Platforms. The Financial Times reported on Tuesday that the partnership ignored the search company's rules on how minors should be treated online. An FT investigation revealed in August how Google helped Meta in a secret marketing project. It targeted 13 to 17-year-olds who use YouTube, owned by Google parent Alphabet, to promote Meta's Instagram. The FT says the partnership, which expanded to the US and was to go global, has since been scrapped. Nonetheless, European Commission officials have been looking into it and have sent collated information to regulators. They are reportedly weighing on whether to act. Meta and the European Commission did not immediately respond to a Reuters request for comment. Google restricts ad targeting based on the age, gender, or interests of people under 18. Earlier this year, Meta rolled out enhanced privacy and parental controls for Instagram accounts of users under 18 in a significant overhaul. It's under pressure to address growing concerns about the negative effects of social media.